All right. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. This is a World of Darkness, Salem by Night venue scene. You must be 18 and up to partake in this venue or to watch the scenes. I am not legally obliged to do anything but block your accounts if I see that you are underage. We will now open the scene with our newest hunter, having decided to creep around the local bloodsuckers' hideouts at night.
I'm scared.
Why are you scared?
There's vampires around.
Oh, that's no reason to be scared. Just stick your big hammer through them.
I don't have a hammer yet. You didn't give it to me.
um,
I mean, if I have to give you a hammer to get a hammer, I guess that'll work.
uh, pretty much, it looks like a normal graveyard to you. Like the only difference from the overlay picture is up towards the church building. There's an actual mausoleum set up, but it looks like something has broken the door down there, and you can actually smell very fresh blood on the air, and it's very warm, and it's a very clear night.
Well, that's not good at all.
And it is a full moon tonight, also, by the way, like in the overlay. That's another reason I use this one.
Is it always
Is it always what?
a full moon in the graveyard? Because that's weird.
No, no, I have different graveyard overlays for the different moon settings.
Oh, okay.
But full moon, you would know as a hunter, depending on your lore, could be important.
I know basic amounts of stuff. I'm just trying to pull up the character sheet I made.
All right. I mean,
Because
you're
I know
not going to
exactly.
need it right away, so like I'm not going to immediately throw you into and there are like 14 vampires who all know what you are and they want to rip your heart out and feast upon it in the name of Crone.
Wait, what? They're crones? Fuck this, I'm out.
Only one of them is Circle of the Crone, and she's not here at the moment.
That's good.
Like I said, I'm not going to throw you immediately to the wolves.
There are wolves here? I'm out.
You know the meaning! Uh, for our 3 viewers, this new player likes to fucking slaughter and ruin my games. Enjoy watching.
What do you mean games? It's the first one. And in my defense, you started it.
Alright, that's it. I'm pulling Cthulhu out.
Sweet! Oh, hail the Elder God. I read from the book.
Oh god, we're going to that kind of game. As you read from the book, the shadow tendrils reach up. They slither up your pants legs and wrap upon you, enveloping your whole body in nothing but dark shadow. And slowly you feel the ground seep away. You feel it all fall, and you go lower and lower. And that is how Justin's character dies.
Where am I dead?
I was making a joke while you pulled up your sheet.
No, if I serve them, they'll kill me last.
That's what you think.
That's what the deal is. I read from their book, they kill me last. I know how these deals work.
Sure you do.
I do.
Anyway,
I've made deals with things before. Alrighty then, just get up now. There we go, ish. The sheet I sent you originally, was it filled out?
yeah.
Okay, because the one I pulled up was completely empty. You want to send it to me
Uh,
then?
yeah, you sent it through me to me through Google, right?
Did.
Yeah. Let me
Not because
close
I don't trust you with my other email address. It's just that's why I have this one.
I was pretty sure the one you sent me was filled. Like, I read over it. I read everything. I approved of it. I even gave you freebies because we role played out your backstory. So,
That was fun.
Donovan Warren.
That's me.
Actually, I could just reply to this email, and you would still have it to.
Yeah. Just hit reply. Yeah. Or forward. Forward will keep it. Anyway, since right now doesn't require any rolls, so I know why I'm at the graveyard, right? There are blood-sucking beings who need to get slaughtered here, correct?
As far as you know, there are, yes.
Okay, great. So I would have geared up, stakes, armor on, high velocity bullets. I know it won't kill them, but at least we'll keep them at bay for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have stopped at the local church for some holy water because sometimes that actually works.
Yeah, depending on what they belong to, it works. There you go. I replied.
Awesome. Like I said, sometimes it will.
So, I mean, you can walk around and explore. It doesn't look like any of the vampires are actually here right this minute, but the fact the mausoleum's smashed into and you smell blood and you know this is a vampire hangout, I'm pretty sure common sense wise you get the tingles.
I get a tingle.
A tingle.
Oh.
Like little hairs up your neck. A breath upon the ear.
Oh, gonna move cautiously, searching around, full tack mode. I know there's a smell of blood in the air, so I might as well try and follow that.
Like, I when I say that, also, I don't just mean, oh, it smells like someone's beside you with a cut on their hand or something. I mean, it smells like a meat factory blood.
Oh yeah, I know what blood smells like.
I know. I've had some players be like, oh, so you just mean someone beside me? No, I mean rotten, old. There, it smells like more than one location. Plus, we have 5 viewers now, so I'm trying to give a little more depth of detail here.
Hi, little people.
Watch, one will be my 15-year-old sister, even though I told her she's too young to listen.
That's not all.
Well, it's not that bad. I'm not going to be like, no, you can't watch this, because as far as I know, you're not going to go to the brothel or anything tonight.
Oh.
But, no, like, you can examine the headstones if you want. You can go straight to the mausoleum. You can look around the church building. The door's open, so it's whatever. I mean, granted, it's not all battered up like the mausoleum building is.
I'll go to the mausoleum because the doors are open and it shouldn't be.
No, it shouldn't. It looks like something with a large axe cut its way in. Like, there's nothing but a couple broken hinges and splinters of wood left where the door was.
Yeesh.
There are drops is not right. Pools of blood leading out of the mausoleum. And the mausoleum has been set up with a very large Victorian-style chair like a noble would sit upon in the old Victorian days, with little pews set up in front of it, as if people would sit there and wait to speak or listen to this person speak. And then there is a stone coffin inlaid with gold behind that throne style chair.
Is the coffin disturbed at all? Like, lid,
the coffin is open. The blood actually leads from that coffin to outside, and there is a pile of what looks like soot and a stake beside the coffin. A wooden stake, which, vampires is your specialty, I believe, so you know what that was for.
Tell someone to bring a T-bone to this place. Okay, so someone went in there, attacked some vamp, and left wounded. Now, the blood, is it congealed at all, or is it still, like, in a fluid?
Does not look fresh. This, it looks like it just fell on the ground. but at the same time, the blood looks old, like almost dried old.
Huh.
It's almost a black color, also.
All right, I'm gonna follow the blood carefully. I'm not gonna
Okay.
get ahead because this is either a thing or someone who really needs help.
Thing. I like how you call it a thing.
Could be a thing. I don't know what it is yet.
All right, so you're following it. Are you singing a song as you go?
You cut up there. What'd you say?
I said, are you singing a song for the adventure as you go?
Yeah, because I like to give away my position. No.
I wanted to make sure we have some people who are, yeah.
Tolkien didn't write this. I'm not singing a fucking song every time I go on a walk.
We'll use that one because the white hurts my eyes. All right, so unfortunately, I don't have a picture for the part of town you get brought to.
That's fine.
I need to get one. It is pretty much right beside the town hall as where it stops, and it looks like it cuts off, and then you notice more blood dripping from what appears to be above you and in front of you a little bit.
All right, I'm gonna look up. What do I see?
You see a small girl that looks about maybe 6 to 8 years old, 10 the oldest,
Okay.
and it'd be a small 10-year-old who has been bound to the wall with her throat and face cut up and a very large sign hanging by her feet that are bound also that reads, "You no longer rule us."
Okay. How far is she up the wall?
About 12 feet.
All right. Anything around I can get a leg up on?
There are like it's a traditional town hall, like you know those I forget what they're called, on the corner of the building, the tan colored like little lip things they do for decor.
Okay. So I'm gonna get up there and check for a pulse on this little girl.
This little girl does not have a pulse, but her eyes are open and her head is moving when you get close.
Holy fuck! Oh. Wait a minute. Someone mentioned something about this. What's her name?
You do you need to roll to remember?
Oh, I don't want to roll to remember. This is just funny.
She actually is looking at you. I need to roll, but I don't have any dice on Google. Fuck. I have dice right in my living room, but
Sweetie, you're the storyteller. You can just roll dice for the sound and make up whatever the hell you want.
yeah, I mean I could, but that wouldn't be fair. Give me 1 minute while you decide what you're gonna say and try to remember. All right, I'm back. That would have been a lot easier if we had other players. They could have entertained you with conversation.
No, I don't require much.
All right. Well, since she requires multiple D10s for what she's about to do, I grabbed a couple D20s and I grabbed my D10s.
You also get less numbers that way.
What I do is what I roll, I split in half and count it towards each dice. I roll
get that, but
yeah. I roll more than
can't
once
split.
anyway, so 3, 14, 16, 11, 8 is difficulty. So that's 3 successes. She's trying to get you to come closer and let her out, you can guess what she's doing. I, as ST, don't have to tell you what she's activating.
Oh, I know what that is.
Yeah, because you play her breed of vampire a lot.
I've been playing vampire longer than you have.
And she's like, come here. Let me out.
Yeah, calm down there, vampire lady. Listen, I heard that you kind of, well...
I'm just a little girl. I'm scared. I want to go home.
Your throat's slit. Come on. I'm not an idiot.
I need you to go on our Wizards of the Coast dice roller and roll a willpower.
All right. So anytime someone does that on a movie, I automatically go to the original Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie. You're floating. Come on.
I don't mind you role playing out saying that, but with what she's doing, you do have to make a willpower check to make sure you don't do as she says, because you are human.
Yeah, I hear you.
And I'm trying to be fair. That's why I was like, oh, wait, there's this website he could use. And I believe you if you say your successes. If you just make it up, though, I'll find out and I'll cut your dick off.
Well, that's pretty harsh. But you have to... we hang out a little bit before you go ahead and castrate me?
I guess.
Well, at least you're being nice about it.
Yeah. I know some people are like, oh, well, if you can't roll your dice, you automatically fell. It's like, that's not fair to the player.
I always play the honor. I don't really want to see it. Because if I think you're lying to me, you're already getting booted.
I had a couple people that I didn't think were lying to me, and then I found out they had been. That they had just, like, made the rolls up, and I'm like, well, then, never mind.
Wizards of the Coast is just trying to ask me if I want a job. I mean, I do, but...
Well, like, go to Google, and you do Wizards of the Coast dice roller.
Yeah? Oh, see, that's different. I didn't put dice roller.
Yeah, it's an app thing they have, but it's, like, really weird. But it gives you all the different dice, and you can put in how many of that dice you want to roll.
Fair enough. All right, so since you're not telling me how much willpower do I have, this should be like 6 or something.
Yeah, you usually it's resolve plus composure, I believe.
That's 7. All right.
That's how much willpower you would have.
Alrighty then. So, and I roll. All right, I got. What's the difficulty?
9.
I got.
Since she's an older vampire.
I got 1.
I'm not gonna make it super difficult.
I got 1 success.
Okay, so you still feel the urge to do as she says, but about 3 steps towards her, you actually catch yourself and realize what she's doing to you.
That's when I said the line.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, in that case, I take out like a little, like a bandana and wrap it around her eyes. Like, no more of that. So, I know what I'll do. I take out my phone and call my new friend.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Yeah. Eye for Eye will answer the phone and be like, yo, what's up?
Hey, remember that midget lady that runs all the vampires in the town?
Yeah, Princess.
Yeah, she's right now up tied to the City Hall building.
Oh, fuck.
And she tried to do that mind thing on me, so I'm kind of not happy with her right now. Can you give me a reason not to cut her head off?
Well, give me a description of what you see. Like, is she just tied up, or are there signs? Is she been disfigured in any way?
I know what I'll do. And I scale down the wall and actually take a picture with my phone and send it to her. There you go.
The next thing you hear is screaming, oh, god damn it, etc., etc. And she's like, all right, I gotta ask you to do one more thing before we decide. You need to check her.
She tried to use the mind thing on me. She's fine.
No, I mean, check her for any bite marks or sigils carved into her or anything like that. We don't want to make the situation worse.
Well, she's all cut up.
Come on, get up there and check her. You can do it, Donovan. I believe in you. In fact, I'll be watching you right now. Let me activate my eyes over there.
If you wanted to watch, you could have done something different, but all right. So I climb back up there.
Okay.
And I give her the once over. Before I touch her, I'm like, you bite me, I will cut your head off. Just say it.
Of course you do. I was already rolling for that too. It's like, aw. It's a good thing she passed though. So she's okay. She's very hungry though right now.
I get that. So I check her. Any bite marks or
she does have bite marks. And in fact, from what you can tell between bleeding on the way here and whatever bit her, she's lost a lot of blood. A lot. I mean, it's even a lot for a vampire.
Huh.
There's no sigils carved into her, though. But whoever did this had very sharp teeth, were very good at fighting a vampire, and were not even caring that it looked like a child.
All right, sweetie. She got bite mark, no sigils, and for what I tell, she's pretty much exsanguinated.
So what that means is there's some new vampires in town who decided they want to be the big boys wearing the big boy pants. Where the fuck were her kids? Princess always has one of her kids with her to protect her.
Oh.
Oh, I feel like...
New people, I don't know.
Guess what this means?
I get to kill her?
You can either kill her or leave her there. If she's tied there with a sign like this, it means they were going to let her burn.
So she's going to die anyway?
Yeah, so, I mean, you hate vampires as much as I do. Choose. Do you want her to die quickly or painfully?
Quickly works.
Alright, but no, what this means is I think Salem's about to become a war zone. Which means you get more vampires to kill. Yay!
Just a second, sweetheart. I pull up my shotgun and put him into her chest.
She screams obscenities at you as she goes. It's like the last thing she gets out before she is extinguished by your fucking boomstick, as we like to call it, is you don't understand what you're doing.
Sure I do.
I need to make sure. I got to make sure that curse that they carry doesn't affect you any. Nope, you can't take it back. You've done it. You've done it.
Why would I take it back?
Okay, I've had players do take backsies before too.
No. Good. If I do something, I don't care what happens.
Good to know. So, as you climb down after killing her, you notice pretty much all that's left is a skeleton in her dress and lots of ash.
No, take down the skeleton.
But there's still blood there. You can't get the blood to come off the stone at all. You're not sure what's up with that, but because like normally blood will just come right up. Do you want to leave the sign hanging on the town hall?
No, I remove all evidence but the blood.
Okay. Well, that'll be interesting for the police. Oh, there was nothing here but a bunch of blood leading from the town hall back to the graveyard, where there was a mausoleum broken into.
Yeah, that's their problem.
So as you're cleaning that up, you'll notice there's a hooded figure watching you clean it up, who then proceeds to get into a car and leave.
Can I catch a license plate?
It actually has no license plate on it.
Make and model?
Hmm?
Make and model of car?
Uh, you can tell it's a Porsche. It's fairly dark right now in Salem. That's about all you can tell.
That actually helps.
I'm sure it does.
Hey, there's a Porsche lead in the area of a guy who was just watching me do all this. That either might be a player or just some looky-loo. Want to follow them on the cameras?
Eye for eye goes, we'll try my best.
Thank you.
Yeah, so like you're loading it up. Anywhere else you go this evening in Salem, you will notice there have been multiple people tied up, throat slit, bitten all over, signs of we will no longer obey your rules.
Vampires?
Yeah, these are more vampires.
Kill them all.
One was like the only one that you have not managed to kill that was tied up, you can't find. And he literally, there was supposed to be one there. You're assuming based by the weight and length of the arm from ankle, it was a male. Got out before you got there. But there is quite a bit of blood under him. And he has used some of that blood before leaving to write "fuck off" on their sign. Because bourgeois.
They like that.
Yeah. So, pretty much, yeah, that's the weirdest part of Salem since you've gotten home. But you have noticed a lot of people are very close their windows, close their doors. Nobody is out after dark anymore, really. There's like the only people out right now that make no sense to you are a teenage looking boy watching a little girl on the playground as she's playing.
All right, that's weird. Because it's like what, midnight?
Yeah, it's about midnight.
So that is really weird. I'm gonna wander up, and be like, shouldn't you two be at home asleep?
Lifts the cigarette to his mouth, inhales deeply, blows it at you, and goes, "Shouldn't you be at home fucking your mama?" And the little girl bursts out laughing.
Really? That's the best you got?
I should put his overlay up for you, by the way.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah. I want to put his or the girl's up. I'll put his up for now because the girl's not really talking to you. Yes, he's very edgy.
We're going with edgy. The word I have another E word, but doesn't end in edgy.
I'm kind of wondering what your word is. Oh, okay, I get it now. Emo.
Emo.
He's more. He looks more.
No.
Punkish.
That is no. That is maybe mainstream media punk, but that is not punk.
Well, that's what I meant was media punk, hon.
No, so fake punk. Gotcha.
Yeah. With those cool goth boots.
Yeah.
I actually chose this overlay for this NPC just because it was a mix of different styles this NPC has gone between. He kind of like pulls out another cigarette, lights it. Little girl yells, "You can't even taste it. Why bother?"
Wow, that tells me something I know. I think I saw a bunch of your friends earlier tonight.
Raises an eyebrow. My only friend is sitting there on the swings playing.
Yeah, I'm using you here, but we could flat out say, I mean, you can be a jackass all you trying to lend you a hand.
He kind of rolls his eyes. Only one being a jackass here is you, soldier boy.
I'm sorry, I can't hear the 1990 Matrix get up you got.
You cut out there. Please tell me you did not say what it sounded like while you were roboting.
The 1990 Matrix outfit he's got on?
Oh, okay. I thought you said, "Why don't I help you get out of that get up you got on?" And I was like, wait, what?
No. Oh, by the way, kid, Morpheus called. He wants his clothes back.
He bursts out laughing. He's like, yeah, I was like 16 when that movie came out. That movie sucked.
And yet you took the wardrobe. Good for you.
Kind of rolls his eyes. What do you want, old man?
Nothing. Y'all can die for all I care. Peace out, kid.
He looks very confused. He's like, been there, done that, not that big of a deal. Kind of like throws himself backwards.
No, but it can happen again. The last time.
The child has stopped playing and has turned. You're not a nice man, are you?
At least I'm still a man.
He is a man. He can age and die. Why would you threaten him? You're mean.
I just leave. I'm not talking to a little girl.
To the creepy little girl. But the boy has gotten up and followed you out. He's like, so what went down that's got your pants riled up?
No, you lost your ability to get information from me when you were a jackass.
You started it. Came up there like, oh, I saw your friends. Like, do I look like I have friends?
You got me there.
God, you're still the same asshole I remember. And he just turns and starts stomping off.
I'll get back in my truck.
Okay. You will notice, by the way, you've got about a quarter of a gallon of gas left for some reason.
For some reason.
Yeah, for some reason. Like, Salem's not big enough, it should have ate through that much of your gas.
Some fucking dick stole my gas.
Wasn't exactly him, but that would apply to who it was. Everybody's fucking with you tonight.
Alright, I look at my phone. Where's the nearest gas station?
There's a convenience store that, the one I talked about with you, I don't remember the name I gave it, in our 1-1 RP for your backstory. The convenience store is a gas station also.
Alright, I'll go there. Fill up.
Yeah, you actually, when you go in though, like right behind the woman is a picture of this boy with like candles and flowers and stuff around it.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
The old woman looks up and goes, "Oh, you know Brandon?
Yeah,
He's a good boy."
of course he is.
Oh, it's like he's a good boy. I'd be dead if he hadn't been there.
I believe you.
Oh, you know he's Jesus?
He's not.
Watch him get shot. 1 minute later, up on his feet, just walking off. Jesus.
I have no doubt.
I feel like your character's face palming really hard right now.
I hate this whole damn town.
On a side note, the best part is you're probably thinking he's a vampire.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Which he's not, but it's great.
Either a ghoul or something else.
He's a Geist.
Yeah, there's that too.
Yeah, I've been torturing Nelson's character with him.
Yeah, guys still die.
Yeah, they can technically still die. Well, their vessels can die. They actually don't die.
You make a compact with them. I mean, I could just take his head off with a gun. They still die that way.
Yeah. Yeah, so like you're pumping your gas as you go out to pump it, sorry. You notice there is a little kid crouched by your truck and there is a red fuel tank sitting on the ground beside him.
I whistle loudly. What are you doing?
Stands straight up, glances at you, gone down the road, full speed.
Like supernaturalist full speed, or just like a little kid running away?
Like a little kid running away. I had to check that because, yeah. He is a supernatural, but he does not have any special speed abilities.
I started thinking to myself, I should get some infrared goggles. This is bullshit.
You realize there are way more people breaking the curfew than what you were originally informed of.
I mean, I think there's just way less people in this town than there used to be.
That too, there were like 30 people killed recently.
I just meant by people as in non-supernats.
Actually, it's pretty equal. We actually have quite a few normal people. They just tend to hide at nighttime.
Well,
Yeah, so like you're I'm assuming you're just driving around Salem now, making sure there's no vampies.
pretty much.
You notice there's quite a few people outside a building that says Tisk on it. Has two very large, handsome men guarding the door, like checking IDs before anybody can come in and stuff.
This is a club.
It is a type of club. You've heard Eyes for Eyes mentioned it a couple of times. I almost called her my Black Fury's name.
I'm sure she's all full of Black Fury.
In her maid cafe, yes, she is. uh, you actually have Eyes for Eyes text you and go, I see where you're sitting outside of. You should go introduce yourself.
Why?
You could have fun.
I thought we were supposed to have fun in this place later.
True. So there's that place that's open. There's a bar with less people around it, but it's open. And you notice there's one place open, the lights are on at least, but you don't see anyone in or around it from what you can tell from your truck. And it looks like a factory.
All right, sweetie, is there anything around town I should be checking out? Because right now I got nothing.
She kind of like sends a shrugging emoji and goes, patrol? That's about all I can tell you.
Well,
Or go say hi to people. You just got back in town. I'm sure Brandon would love to see you again.
yeah, I just saw Brandon.
Oh, how is he? Isn't he so sweet?
Not people anymore.
Yeah, he's a ghost.
Pretty solid for a ghost. He's a bit of a jackass.
You get shot by a cop and see how you feel about it.
Oh, he got shot once? Oh, poor him.
Play nice.
If he gets blown up, he can then talk to me about being shot once.
I'm going to give you one warning. Don't piss him and the family off.
What family? They all got staked out tonight.
No. That's not the family. The vampires have nothing to do with his people. They hate the vampires.
Doesn't.
I'm just saying, his group he lives with, they call themselves the family. They're kind of like a nicer version of Charles Manson.
Okay, so there's the Manson family, and why aren't we killing them?
When I say nicer, I mean they don't go around murdering people. They go around killing like vampires. And occasionally just the hunter that gets out of hand.
I haven't done anything yet.
Yet. But we have had hunters we have had to let the Soupies punish because they started targeting normal humans who didn't know anything about the Soupies. Just knew those were their family members.
I don't do that. If
Then you're going to be perfectly fine. Welcome home. Ta-da! And she sends like a party sparkler emoji where it's throwing like confetti.
He's at the park with some creepy ass little girl.
Esmer is what she says. That's the little girl's name. She's a ghost also.
Ghosts are insubstantial, aren't they?
She's like, ghost is the best way I can describe them. I'm not really sure what they actually are. They refuse to share info with me. All I know is all the tests say they're not vampires. They don't feed on blood. I'm fine with them.
All right.
Not to mention, Brandon delivers your mom's groceries every week, so you're gonna have to deal with him.
I didn't even recognize him, to be fair.
Yeah, after you shipped out, he kind of went emo, then he went punk, then he went goth, then he went straight edge, and then he said fuck it and kind of combined everything.
He went Matrix.
Yeah, Matrix. God, I forgot about that movie. Well, I mean, the only other thing you could do tonight is Dawn's out on town if you want to meet one of her.
Who?
My female contact I told you about with the spell slingers.
Oh, sure, why not?
Yeah, she should be at the her store. It's called the New Stone. It's up on the main street.
All right, no.
Oh, see, no, viewers. I had combat planned, but I'm not going to send one player by himself into this combat. I don't want to kill Donovan right away.
Well, that's fair.
Alright, so you get to her store. It's a new age store, like the name, consists of, full of stones and herbs and all sorts of goodies that any pagan or Wiccan would love. But I'm not going to detail that too much because God knows who my viewers are.
Seeing as I'm a pagan, I get what you're saying, so we're good.
Yeah. I hope that you wouldn't ask too many questions.
I don't have to. I've been to enough of those places. I can pretty much tell you what's in there when I walk in.
Oh, I can too, but at the same time, we don't want to offend any tiny ears.
No,
Oh, where's my overlay
I leave the big boomdi in the truck.
Like, the first thing you actually see, though, is it's semi transparent, big purple lion just kind of roaming around the store. Like, it walks right through you.
What the fuck? That was neat.
He looks back at you and goes, "Want to see a trick?"
Ah! Aslan! Okay.
Which, she comes around the corner and she goes, "Prince, leave the customer alone. You are special if you can see him. Come in."
Well, I don't have a helmet, so can't be that special.
She kind of like laughs.
Actually, I do have a helmet. I just didn't wear it.
She's like, "So, what's your name?"
Donovan.
Oh, your eye for eye is Big D. Okay.
Wait, what? We've only been on one date, but oh, get it. Huh.
Ah, you're almost as fun as the priest of Fluster.
There's a priest?
There's a couple. One of them is, well, he doesn't like sinners.
There's no
at
fun.
all. I don't go near him because I'm a harlot.
Well, that's good information, I guess.
She kind of winks at you and she's like, "You can't handle me. I ride a dragon."
Okay.
So, welcome to my store. If you need any help, just ask. If you don't, then buy what you want and fuck off.
What? How did we get here? I came in to say hi.
Hi. You notice when she like waves her hands, like this light almost forms around the tips of her fingers.
That is awesome.
Yep, she's dealing with something that makes her emotions sway. So
cool.
So magic's a little unstable for her at the moment.
So, what can you tell me about me?
Besides I'm a witch, that
Yeah,
was born from me. She points at Prince when she says that.
you gave birth to Aslan?
I didn't
Hmm.
give birth to him. He's oh, what's a good way to describe him? And like Prince steps up and goes, "My queen and my lady, birthed me not. I am nothing but a loyal subject." And she's just like face bombing. She's like, "He's my bodyguard." Who talks like that apparently.
Aslan doesn't.
Yeah. You'll kind of notice when she like looks around, her eyes are mismatched like the photo.
Oh, cool.
It's a way I showed her mixed heritage. She goes, "Well, I mean, from what I've heard, you're like for Victoria, you're boomstick master."
Yeah, I hunt the bad.
So you probably know pretty much everything about me.
No, I'm a blood drinker.
I'm a witch. My dad's a fairy. My mom is a beast. I'm not really sure what her kind actually are, besides they're old.
A beast? Like a werewolf?
No, older. And I'm just me. Just kind of here. And all of this. And she kind of like motions her hands around her store.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's amazing how many of my actual siblings grew up to be normals. I would kill to be normal.
It's actually kind of boring.
Yeah, but it's not fun when you go through your awakening in the middle of a school shooting and you set them on fire. Then you have a lot of explaining to do.
Not really. In a situation like that, most people tend to blank out what they don't understand.
She kind of laughs and she goes, "Yeah, it's been a while since you've been in Salem. Salem has gone to hell and come back bringing it with it.
Why do you think I'm here?
Because you're done fighting overseas?
No, needed here. Came back.
Uh, let's see, what can I inform you of? We have a group of thieves, but they're all under the age of 18.
I know. Someone tried to shoot my gas earlier tonight.
Was he about yay tall? She makes like a motion at her chest. Dark skin.
Was it?
You didn't get a look at his skin, but he was about that tall.
About that tall.
One of the older kids. I mean, you could go talk to Rose and tell her what's up, and she'll tell them to stop. They kind of still what they need because you can't really go to school here in Salem, so Rose just kind of does what she can for them.
And Rose is.
Rose is a dragon.
Okay.
She lives in the woods. She tends to hang out with the werewolves.
Oh, I've had some experience with them.
Yeah, I know Vicky ties one of them up every now and then in silver chains, which he usually begs for, which seems really weird in my mind.
Well, I've never had a bad experience with them, so I tend to, you do you, I do me kind of.
Oh, see, note for our viewers who are messaging me on Facebook. No, that is not a bondage BDSM joke.
No, it really isn't. To restrain a werewolf, you really do have to use silver chains or something magical. They're pretty damn strong.
Yeah, that awkward question.
I mean, you could do something like BDSM, but I mean, you have to be a real masochist to want that. Not only
Yeah.
is it burn strength, and actually, after a while, will kill them.
So Dawn shows you around. She hooks you up with a free tarot reading. She kind of smirks. She won't tell you what the cards mean. She just says thank you and come again. Since it was free, she's not telling you what your reading means. She just tells you what cards you got. So if
Oh,
Donovan actually knows any lore in like New Age occultism, he would probably know the meanings himself.
oh, give me a second. I might have that. I figured that the sheets won't work on my iPad, so I pulled it up on my phone, which is Android.
Mm.
Nope, I just have monster lore. I don't know anything about anything else.
Well, like you could probably see the worst card, which was in the middle. She called it the present area, was death, and
That's
then your future card was the tower, and past was fucking chariot. I had this set up. Took me a minute to remember what it was.
as an OC note, death isn't necessarily a bad card.
No, it's not. It's not at all. Oh, see, no, for all viewers, because I've had that question before of why would you give your players that? Because it's not bad. Just like the devil's not always a bad card.
No, but 9 times out of 10 it is.
True.
Power, that's the one that screws you always.
Yeah. So like, as you leave and she's locking up shop, you'll notice she does have a baby bump. She looks about maybe 14 weeks along.
All right, well, thanks for the tour. I mean, I'll probably be back because I'm kind of curious on what you do. But if you need help between now and then,
Yeah.
I recommend.
And if you ever need to be patched up, we have a witch like me. His name's Aaron Smith. He's been the head of Salem's Hospital for like 20 years.
I'll probably need to be patched up.
Yeah, I mean, long as you're not like sacrificing children to your god or killing without at least hearing the other person out, just keep the peace. That's all we want.
I hunt monsters. I don't kill innocents.
She kind of looks at you like with these big sad puppy eyes, and she's like, "Sweetheart, everyone starts out a hero at one point."
I'm no hero. I'm pissed off at these things. This is vengeance, not charity.
Oh, you have a long road ahead of you, Mr. Donovan.
I doubt it's going to be long. I hear my people in my kind of work don't exactly get old.
She kind of starts laughing at that point. She's like, you should go to church this Sunday.
No, really. Why?
She just kind of smiles at you. Meet some like-minded people. Ask for Sister Mary.
Sister Mary?
Yeah, Sister Mary. There's a religious joke in there.
I guess I should show up, but they did give me some holy water, so I guess it's only fair.
Yeah. Like, pretty much the only other thing you really see is, like, shops are closing up. The bars and Tisk are still open, and there's a kid, like, beating a vending machine with a baseball bat. He's not trying to break it. He's like, he'll hit it until something shakes loose, then he'll collect it, put it in his book bag, and go back to hitting it.
So he's hungry?
Yeah, he's basically robbing the vending machines.
Eh.
I mean, I don't think he would really care, but that's all that's like really gone on inside city limits. It's not huge crimes at this moment, besides the vampire thing, which was supposed to be bigger.
I mean, if he was like just destroying things for destroying shit, I'd probably go ask him to.
Yeah.
But if he's clearly hungry, fuck it.
But like, I mean, he's a little white boy. He's covered in dirt. He's got bright yellow eyes. That's he's getting enough food for more than him. That's obvious. But other than that, you know, that's it. And then there's like a couple of guys being thrown out of Tisco are complaining they should have been allowed to do that if they paid that much.
I mean, that's fair. All right, I'll head back to my truck.
Yeah, like your truck, somebody's like left a big bright red lipstick mark with a peacock feather on it.
What?
On the window.
My truck.
Do you lean down and take the feather?
Yeah.
It smells of blood, the lipstick beside it does.
I hate people. I hate non-people. I hate it.
Yeah, yeah, they know who you are, so the vampires are screwing with you a little now.
We gotta kill more of them.
But yeah, it's about, I want to say, an 8-inch long peacock feather, real fancy and soft, and somebody's kept it very clean, just laid across the window and was pinned by your window wiper.
All right, I'll get a bottle of water and clean off the blood.
Yeah, of course, you know what that's a reference to, also because you play a lot of vampire.
Yep.
So, I mean, unless you want to go into a bar or a nightclub and meet more NPCs, or you want to go into the woods and look for the wolves or something, there's not much else we can do.
I was supposed to say hi to the wolves.
Okay.
Because
Boo,
why the fuck not?
boo, 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 boo.
Banana. Loading screen, loading screen, loading screen.
Yep, so like loading screen, you're driving. There's like insane things you're seeing as you drive, like just kids being crazy. Like one kid's like a girl with like half her head shaved, and what's not shaved is a giant mohawk, and she's like doing board flips and stuff on her skateboard. And it's literally looks like the only people following the curfew are the normal humans and like really old adults. The rest are like kids and teenagers and supernaturals everywhere. Which means these people are going to get in your way.
Yep. Where are the cops in this town?
They are patrolling. You've seen a couple of them drive by, but like most of them seem really lazy and like not go too far from the station.
Oh, I should run for sheriff in this town.
Like we have, so you would know because Eye for Eye has told you there are 2 good cops who patrol the whole town, go even past the wooded areas patrolling. It's just it's only 2 of them, and then the normal human cops are not going too far from the police station. There's one vampire cop who actually tries to help keep the peace, and he feeds on blood packs from the hospital.
So we've got Nicholas Knight.
Yeah, yeah. That actually kind of was the reference joke there. And there's one supernatural cop. None of the players have been able to figure out what he is yet, but he is a huge troublemaker. And then there's a changeling cop who she's not technically a cop. She works in inventory and the morgue. Alrighty. Where's my overlay? There it is. There's Winona. Winona Heartcrusher. Since she is the most social with other people out of the werewolves at the moment, which is hilarious because of her tribe.
Nice.
Yeah, like soon as you enter the woods, wooded area, you'll see a small parking lot area made out of like patted down dirt with a sign, no vehicles beyond this point.
And I don't remove all silver from a person. Remove all silver from me before I get into the woods.
That's fine. I mean, if you want to, or you can keep a piece of silver on you just in case.
Nope.
The like first thing you really see is there's a lot of kids in the woods. Like young kids, and as soon as they see you, they just seem to disappear into the trees.
That'll happen. There's a gift.
Yeah. Which it's almost like for about 30 minutes you're walking, it sounds like hushed whispers and like twigs snapping and someone running around and all that before you come across her, who has a shotgun aimed from the way you're coming.
Oh, my hands up. Yay. No. I came here to say hi, not to fight.
She kind of eyeballs you up and down. She circles you. You don't smell dead, so come on in.
I'm not dead. I'm very much alive.
Can never be too careful. The kids said you had something dead in your car.
Oh, just remains of dead things.
So what's
Someone's
up?
gone around. Oh, just wanted. I just arrived in the area again, so I thought I'd come around and say hi to everyone I'd probably be working with. Just a heads up, it's going to turn into a war zone soon.
The smile on her face as soon as you say that.
Yeah, I got most of the original regime from the teeth in my trunk. There's new ones in town, and they're trying to send a message.
It's never good when the leeches start fighting. Once infighting happens, innocent bystanders are hurt, and then I have to go in and clean up. Trust me,
Well,
you won't like it if I have to go within city limits to fight.
as long as no other innocents get hurt, I think we'll be good.
Uh, yeah, so she'll kind of like motion you sit down. You notice this whole area is like it's a fire pit with some chairs beside it, and it looks almost like a trailer that's been detached from a vehicle that's been set up. That's pretty much her living space.
So yeah,
So, as you can tell, my family and I use some of the local kids for our eyes and ears. They're very light on their feet.
I got that. They scatter really well.
Not much of fighters, but they're excellent scouts. Maybe in a couple years they can be worthy of being my ally.
That's fair.
You don't look like you'd be much of an ally either. You look rather puny.
Not really here to be all imposing and shit. And frankly, the more people who think that actually gives me an advantage. So please spread the word. I won't.
She kind of like rolls her eyes and she goes, "What is it with humans and thinking looking weak is a strength? It only gets you so far."
I'm not looking for a strength. I'm looking to be bait. They try and prey on me. They don't prey on anything else.
Oh, that's cute.
I am cute. I'll give you that.
Glances you up and down. Can't breed with one of us. We'd break you.
Been broken before. Wasn't looking to breed, but I appreciate the offer.
She's kind of smirking now, so I'm hoping her weird awkwardness is coming off correctly.
Oh yeah.
She kind of she picks up. It looks almost like a short spear she's been working on, and continues working on it while she talks to you. And she's like, "So, how many were killed?"
How many bodies did I recover?
You've recovered 5.
5 that I found. There was a 6th one. Well, there's actually 6 of them that died. 1 of them that got away.
So I would assume it would be the princess and her children, and one of those children either faked getting away or actually got away.
No, it got away. There was no dust pile. There's enough limbs there, though.
She kind of makes a face like she's disgusted for a moment and then continues carving. And she's like, "No, what I mean is they fight over power a lot. They don't respect the balance of the pack. So if a child wants to be an upstart without having to face the consequences, what would that child do?"
I'm pretty sure one of them's in on this whole power struggle.
She nods. "All I can wait is for them to come towards my woods." Voice yells from the trailer, "These ain't your fucking woods."
Uh-oh, Daddy's home.
That's not Daddy.
I
That's my
rel-
brother. Don't mind him. He's not going to come out. He doesn't like you.
He doesn't have to like me.
So, white man, anything else you need?
White man? Really? What is it with you supernats and trying to be all big and bad and make me feel like I'm gonna die in about 3 seconds? It's kind of old, you know?
She kind of tilts her head, smirks, and she goes, "Who says you aren't going to die tonight?"
Well, if I do, I'm taking a bunch of things with me, so there's that.
You're strange. There's no honor in dying or losing.
Who says dying is losing?
May Mother Gaia's embrace be gentle upon you, warrior.
Maybe. We'll find out, but we all die in the end. Some of us just stay that way.
Yes, there are many things that should be in the grounds walking, like Layla. And she kind of spits and growls when she says that.
Hell's a Layla.
It runs a store and it reeks of death. And perfumes. God, I hate those things.
I don't know who this person is.
She's like, she's dark skin and hair, dark eyes. Her brother yells from inside the trailer, "Racist much?"
She didn't call me white man.
She speaks in pictures instead of words when she writes. She wears, she takes the spear and she actually draws like an ankh on the ground in the dirt. And she goes, wears this around her neck.
Well, the Ankh is a common symbol nowadays. Just means eternal life.
And reeks of death. How I would love to rip her heart from her body and smash it into her perfumes.
So she's got a pair of teeth then?
Her teeth don't look real. They look like pearl.
What sort of creature is she? Or is she just a weird old lady?
She's not old. Well, she does not look old. She smells old. Like, she looks like she doesn't know what she is, but she just knows she's dead. She's like, she's not a bloodsucker. She's just kind of like looking for the word. Different. Not of this land or this world. Oh, see, note for the viewers asking, yes, I'm pretty sure this player knows what this poor little blood talon is trying to describe.
I know, but I have to play nice.
Yeah. A couple of people are like, come on, catch on. I'm like, he knows.
Player knows. The character doesn't.
Her brother tumbles rocks to make shiny things for girls to wear in your town.
He's a jeweler?
Yes.
Okay.
Her brother at this point has like just face palmed to come out and goes, jeweler, perfumer, they smell dead. My sister is not good at talking to people. I am sorry. And then goes back into the trailer and yells at her to hurry up. He's hungry.
He doesn't know how to cook?
He is boss.
So Daddy was home.
Daddy is dead. Why talk of him?
Oh, sweetie. Never mind.
A couple of the whispers in the trees go, ooh. Poor little blood talon. Does not get out enough at all. Poor little Lycan blood talon. It's funny though that she's the like it and she's the more I'll try to be sociable out of her pack.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
She's also the beta.
Aww.
The alpha is the one who just came out of the trailer.
Yeah, I got that.
He's a dick. um, so she kind of leans back and she goes, "Don't piss on any of our territory, and you can go through."
Yeah, not really in the habit of pissing in the woods unless I really have to.
And if you're told you're not welcome somewhere, you must leave.
I get that.
And you will not touch any of the children.
Unless they're hurt? No, I have no reason to.
I thought for a moment you were like some of the other men from Salem. They like to, what's the word?
Molest children?
Fiddle the diddle.
Yeah, that's gross, and I will personally castrate anyone I find doing that.
Good to know. And you will not sniff cocaine off any of their asses like the Lucio does.
I don't.
Well, did.
I don't do drugs.
She nods. And clean up any trash you have. Do not throw it on the ground.
I didn't bring any with me, and I never do.
Fair enough. And you will let me kill as many people as I seek.
People?
And dead things.
Oh no, they're not people. Kill any supernat you want, I don't care. People, we might have a problem.
She has let out a little growl. It's fine for now.
No. Until I'm dead or I leave, it's no killing of people.
She kind of mutters how people are bad under her breath and waves you off and goes inside her trailer.
Who looks after these kids?
The giant dragon girl. Well, yes, small human form, but dragon.
Well, if they need anything.
Her name's Rose.
Yeah, I've heard about Rose.
We have Dill. They stay in the woods. We guard them physically. They keep balance. And she kind of makes a scales balancing motion with her hands.
I get you. If they need anything, contact me and I'll make it happen.
Books. She wants books for them.
I should hope so. Alright, I'll see what I can do.
She could use clothes too. I know how human forms need covering, and she motions at her chest when she does that.
Yeah, no, I get you're a werewolf, but you're still human too. You can do it less.
You hear loud laughter from inside the trailer and a falling sound.
Less with the I'm a supernatural creature talk and more with the fact that you could do other things. I get it.
He kind of peeks out. It goes, he wants to breed with you, sister. And then darts back into the trailer.
Not for nothing. I mean, you're pretty, but I have someone else. I'm good.
She kind of nods and goes, only real men allowed to breed. I have not seen you do combat yet.
Yeah, again, not really here to breed.
You're gonna get a bunch of wolves to believe that. She'll point you to the way and she'll be like, there's a creek that way. They live by that creek.
Okay. Have a good night. What creepy? What the fuck?
Yeah, the werewolves are awkward. They're some of my most awkward characters. But looking over all the books for werewolf, they kind of are awkward to begin with.
Yeah, they're all completely awkward.
So
to
Yeah.
visit the dragon.
Of course you are. You're just meeting all the NPCs. All of them.
You seem bored.
Yeah. I'm not fully bored yet, actually. I'll tell you when I get bored.
Well, not anymore. Oh, no, I just meant you want. You seem bored, so you're doing scenes. So I might as well make you do all the things.
All the things. Hobo children.
Feed the children, clothe the children, learn the children.
So that's the first one you'd see by the creek. He's like setting little paper boats on fire with his hand and dropping them in the river to float along.
His hands on fire.
Yes. Yes, he is. He's actually using his hand to set them on fire.
Hey, little man, how's it going?
He'll look up at you, set another boat on fire. Hi.
I'm looking for Rose.
What do you want with Mommy Rose?
I want to say hi. I come here without violence or pretense. I just want to say hi.
He scrunches up his face. Lift your shirt.
I lift up my shirt.
Lift up the bottoms of your pants.
Okay. I lift up the bottoms of my pants.
He's checking to see if you have any weapons on you.
You mean beside the pistol at my hip and the knife at my side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to leave those two here.
As long as I get them back.
Don't hand them to me. Hand them to... Sit them on the tree stump there. If I touch them, they won't exist.
Fair enough. So I take out I remove the knife sheath and all, put it on the stump, and I eject the round of the chamber, put the safety back on the gun, and lay him down.
Yeah, he actually leads you around. He looks like he's the youngest here. Like the only other youngest is you can't even really see is a bundle of blankets an older boy is holding. There's about I want to say 18 kids here, maybe more that you can't see. That 18 visible though for sure. And one of them she's holding very very still, like she can't move at all, just standing there. You're a normal human, so you can't see her Feymeen.
No. So I'm gonna take this mag with me there, kid, because I don't want to leave a gun lying around with children.
We all know what a gun is.
Yeah.
Most of us can't touch that or we would blow it up.
I get that, but again, safety thing.
You're lost. It's not like I haven't shot one before, he says.
Can't shoot out the bullets anyway, so it's kind of a moot point. The gun stays here. I'm taking the bullets with me.
By Allah, you're annoying.
Everyone keeps saying that, and I'm just trying to be safety conscious.
Yeah, because to you, these are just kids, but to everyone else, they're changelings, so it's like...
Well, it's just, all the Supernats have the exact same attitude. I'm getting kind of bored. Yes, I get it. You're creepy. You'll kill me if you want to. Can we go on now?
No, not all of them have had that with you. Dawn's been okay.
You're right. Aslan was okay.
Aslan and Dawn were pretty good. The princess didn't want to kill you. She just wanted to use you to heal.
Not even a little bit.
Esmer liked you till you started talking shit on Brandon.
He was acting like a douchebag. It's not my fault.
He was, and he'll get it. You know he's getting a talking to.
Okay.
You'll meet the rest of that family later. Someone just messaged, goes, said Donovan should adopt the flame siren. I'm like, that would be hilarious, but not right now. I doubt Donovan wants to bring any changelings home to his parents. Be like, look at what I adopted, Mom and Dad.
I found it and followed me home. Can I keep it?
you notice what as you're walking past a group of kids, there's this boy, not boy, sorry, a long white-haired girl talking. She's like, yeah, that soldier guy with the truck, he was so stupid he didn't even notice me pilfering the gas out of him.
Actually, I did.
White-haired girl turns,
I.
lets out a very high-pitched squeal, like enough it hurts your ears.
Okay.
It's almost like a siren for a storm going off type noise.
Siren. Yeah. Okay. Stop.
She kind of stops and looks at Aiden. He's like, he's here to see Rose. And she's like, and you let him in? You should have just killed him. Aiden's like, I don't like killing people.
What the fuck?
She looks at you. Raise even one finger towards Mommy Rose, and we will cut you up and not think twice.
Yeah, I get it. Creepy supernatural threat. I understand.
She blinks and bursts out laughing. We're kids. We're not a threat by ourselves.
No, you look like children. There's a big difference. Look, I've had a long night and people threaten me every way, shape, and form. I just want to say hi and go home. Can we save the creepy child routine for later?
The woman has come out laughing now, by the way. She's like, to be fair, they are children, sir.
Yeah, but just because they look like children doesn't mean they actually are children.
No, literally. She points at the white-haired one. She was born in 2008.
Doesn't mean she's actually still entirely a person.
So, you wanted to see me. I should put her picture up so you don't feel like you're talking to Aiden with a girl voice.
It wouldn't surprise me.
We'll put her nice picture up. The picture Nelson whistles at.
Yeah, it's not bad.
She literally does wear nothing but like a lingerie lace robe that's see-through and a pair of panties. Because that's literally all she has.
That's an interesting outfit. Not the weirdest one I've seen tonight, but who am I to judge? Hi.
Hello. You notice when she talks, like steam rolls out of her mouth.
You apparently and have to be Mama Rose.
Mama, mom, mommy. I kind of take in anyone who wants to be taken in.
I get that, and that's cool. I just wanted to say hi. I'm Donovan. I'm the new hunter in the area. Dawn said I should show up. The creepy werewolf lady told me I should show up, so here I am.
She laughs. Winona, yeah, she never socialized with humans before her big change, so.
I couldn't tell.
She kind of like laughs, and when she laughs, like you see like almost a glow at the back of her throat.
So yeah, just wanted to say hi, get to know people I might be working with later on. I told you need supplies for the kids. I can make that happen.
School books. The white-haired girl's like, I don't need school.
You gotta stop stealing my gas, or you might not like what happens.
She starts to shoot you a finger, but as soon as a look goes across Mama Rose's face, she puts her hand down and she's like muttering, she's like, I'm 15. I don't need school. Every other girl in my family dropped out of school at 15.
Yeah, well, time to rise above.
She kind of like rolls her eyes.
Yeah, I get it. You don't want to do it. Guess what? Don't care. So school books, clothing, food?
Yes.
Where do they sleep?
She kind of glances around. Well, the children have tents, hammocks. One of them brought something called a playhouse from a place called Walmart home.
Okay.
They built me that to sleep in. She has like, it's almost like a gypsy caravan style thing that's been, like the caravan's been cut in half and it's open and like cloth is like rolled out of it that's like multiple different colors. We just
All
kind of
right.
make home wherever.
Mhm. No, I get that. I'll see what I can bring up to begin with, and then I'll work on other stuff. Because honestly, kids need to be taken care of.
Yes.
Also,
You said you are a hunter, though, right? Yeah, you still there, Justin?
yeah, I said yes.
Sorry, you cut out. I didn't hear you. She's like, well, I may then have a job for you.
Okay.
One of the demon's apostles that we had a while back is still roaming in the woods. It doesn't go near the werewolf's territory, and I can only hold it off for so long. If you would like a hunt, I could reward you for that.
Uh, Never fought a demon before, but I can give it a shot. I just need to deal with this troll first, and then yeah.
She kind of nods. Yes, this isn't a full-fledged demon, though. This is its apostle. It is someone it's had influence on, who is become tainted, I believe would be a correct word for it.
Oh, okay, that's a lot easier then.
Yes. As you can tell, my children are brats, but not many of them are built for any kind of combat except for maybe Aiden at most. But I would
Fire is helpful.
but Aiden is only 4 years old, and I do not think he is old enough to go forth to the front lines.
No. This child stealing troll, and I'll deal with your tainted human.
She smiles. Thank you so very much.
You're welcome. Too?
What'd you say you cut out there?
Do you need some clothes too?
Uh, she goes, well, I do not go into town at all. I've never been inside the city limits of Salem, so if I'm to ever visit the city, an outfit would be most appropriate.
Oh, I
Preferably
get that.
one with a corset.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's just because you're wearing provocative clothing, and yeah, this is getting kind of weird for me. So I'll see what I can bring you, okay?
Provocative clothing? My ankles are not showing, good sir.
The everything else of you is.
Aiden's giggling beside you now.
Shut up, little kid.
The white haired girl's like, she doesn't get it. For when
I,
she's from, it was okay for everything else to show.
yeah, no, I get that. Dragon, scary. Anyway, I'll bring
They,
you
they kind of look at you. Rose isn't scary. She's
Rose.
dainty.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, I'll bring you some clothing too.
Poor Donovan, all the women giving him boners.
No, it's
Awkward boners.
not even. No, it's just they're naked. It's like, I don't wanna.
I'm trying so hard not to make the jokes, but like everybody's even messaging me. It's awkward boner time.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I'll be back a couple of days with some things. Just wanted to say hi.
You are most welcome to come back. I shall set a kettle for you.
That's great. Nice meeting you.
The like white-haired girl's like mouthing no and shaking her head behind Rose as Rose is saying this to you, by the way.
Does the screeny one know I can see out of the corner of my eye?
She does. She has oh, what was that word? Some of the Dawn and her people put it. Spunk. She's spunky.
Yeah, we call that annoying. But anyway.
Oh, I'm glad it switched back to that word. Girl's like,
Nice.
annoying. You're annoying.
Huh? Anyway, I'm go now.
She nods. She goes, a lot of the courtless trade at the drive-in theater when they're not at the goblin markets.
I know all the words you said, just not in the way you've said them.
If you're looking for the troll that sold in children's flesh, he would not be of a court, so he would be trading either at what is called the Goblin Markets. I can take you to it. Or he would be at the Courtless Trading Center, which is run at nighttime out of the drive-in.
Oh, well, that is most helpful, and maybe I'll get you to show me that, because that is something I'm going to need.
She'll look at the white-haired girl. You're the strongest right now, besides me and a couple of the others. Till the boys return from rounds, you're in charge. No one leaves. Girl.
No, I don't. Now, it's getting late, and I do need to sleep.
Oh. If that is most appropriate, then please go rest your beautiful eyes, Mr. Donovan.
Thanks. Have a good night.
Aiden is giggling so hard.
Oh.
Aiden will actually escort you out and be like, don't worry, she wasn't, well, she might have been, but she talks with everybody that way. It's etiquette. I'm not sure what that word is, but she says everyone should have it.
They should. And this is weird. Can I have my weapons back now?
Yes, you notice he doesn't touch them even to hand them back to you.
Thanks. I'll see you guys later.
Bye. It was nice meeting you, Daddy Donovan.
And I run.
So what was scarier, the threats or the kids adopting you?
Kids. To deal with.
The kids are awkward to deal with. You don't know whether to kill them in a hunt or shelter them.
Get back to my truck. You still there, hon?
What?
I dial eyes to eyes. You still there?
Yeah, your Porsche was last seen going up towards the university.
That's great. Why do all these creepy supernatural women keep hitting on me?
She sends you a laughing smiley face. Which one's hit on you?
Well, the werewolf chick kept mentioning breeding.
She's even mentioned me breeding with her.
I think the dragon just hit on me.
What'd she say?
I don't know. Just, I don't want to. And the kids called me daddy. Why did you send me up here?
Another laughing smiley face. Okay, the last mention historically of Rose before she became a changeling was in 1813. The way she speaks is just the way she speaks. It's not her actually flirting. Because as she puts it, it is improper for a lady to make the first advance on a man.
Yeah, no, anyway.
What? Secondly, Winona is a lesbian.
That's great.
Winona also was straight up wolf before her change, so her brother's pretty much her only teacher in how to talk to people.
Then he's a jackass.
Yeah, he is. And thirdly, Dawn is a pervert who picks on everybody. Don't worry, though. She's married.
Yeah, that's great.
And expecting a baby.
I saw that.
Yeah. So, you can go home and rest now, or you can come by the farm and me and my Aunt Tara will cook you a quick dinner.
I do like food. It's been a very awkward night. Okay, I'll be there soon.
Also, the kids call you daddy. That's them just picking on you. They call every adult either dad, mom, aunt, uncle. They've adopted even your parents. They adopt everyone in Salem.
Still creepy. I'd rather them just threaten me and go on about their business.
She's like, well, pretend for a moment. Well, actually, you don't have to pretend. You saw it overseas. You know about child brides and child slavery. That's what they're running from. That's why they're here.
It doesn't make it any less creepy coming from a child.
I never said it didn't. Just remember, they're kids. What's the worst they can do? Well, Aiden. Aiden's a
Yeah,
kid who can create fire with his hands. Let's be careful of that.
that white-haired one, I'm pretty sure she's not entirely human.
Oh no, uh, she is. I mean, changelings are just half human now, but they were full human when they were kidnapped.
Yeah, well, now they're not. I think that banshee almost blew my eardrums out.
Yeah, she's a bird.
Sure.
You know, you should give her ice cream. She'll tell you the whole story. She's a fanatic over ice cream.
What child isn't?
Uh, Aiden doesn't like ice cream, but he likes curry.
The Indian boy likes curry? Let me show you my shock.
Go to your box of stereotyping.
You started it.
So, you're going to go to her house, I guess, and let her Aunt Tara feed you?
Offered a free food. Hell yes.
Of course you are, you dirty,
Hey,
dirty.
you like it.
So you arrive. It looks like it's about 1,000 acres big of a farm, and most of the livestock are very large potbelly pigs.
Livestock.
Hmm.
Livestock.
Kind of. You will also notice there's a faint lime smell coming from one of the sheds near the house, which this woman comes out of, and she has very large, like to her shoulder long yellow rubber gloves on and eye goggles on.
Hello.
Well, hi, sugar. Watch you just pass out and be like, God damn it, another one.
How you doing?
She'll kind of like laugh, cough a couple of times like something's in her throat, and be like, oh, well, work. Pull the lime smelling gloves off.
No, I get that.
So, you're my little niece's friend.
Yes, that is correct.
I saw all your text messages.
So you know I've had a night.
Yeah, would you like a full body massage?
No, thank you.
She bursts out laughing as she goes inside.
What did I do in a former life to deserve this?
So many women. Actually, I'm looking at your sheet right now. I'm like, so how can I troll him in this scene? Here we go.
So I'll walk in.
You'll notice Eye for Eye is set up at the living room table. She's got the TV plugged into a desktop computer. She's got laptops plugged into her desktop computer. She's pretty much taken over the whole living room with computers and monitors.
She's built a supercomputer. I got you.
Yeah, like the only thing really decorating the living room is a huge map of the whole state. And like each city is circled and marked with a letter, like one circled in green and marked W, one in purple and marked, G and stuff. Salem is marked originally with a C and then the and symbol AO.
Well, this doesn't look crazy at all.
She kind of leans back behind the couch and goes, that word is not allowed in my household.
This doesn't look delusional at all.
She rolls her eyes. Come have a seat. Dinner's almost done.
Sit where? I'm afraid I'll sit on a motherboard or something.
She'll kind of like move one of the keyboards off the couch beside her. One of the screens, though, is a list of nothing but people in a private chat server, and they're all talking about their latest hunt.
The hell is this?
This is how me and some of my hunting contacts keep in contact.
Is this going to be a thing? Couldn't help but notice you hit the word "my" pretty hard there.
She like laughs. She's like, okay, I'm sorry. Would you like me to share with you? And she like pats you on the leg when she says that.
Wait, what?
What?
What's going? Why?
Her grin is very evil right now, by the way.
Why are you doing this to me?
Why am I picking on you? Because you're so upset a couple women hit on you?
Not upset, unsettled.
Why? Why is that such an issue?
I just wanted to say hi, and they had to be creepy. Is it a thing now with the supers in this, with the soups in this city? They just want to be creepy. Get someone to say hi. My name is Joe, and sometimes I turn into a giant, massive killing machine. No, we all got to be like puny human. We can kill you. Blah blah blah. Aren't I?
Okay, which one was like, I'm a pure puny human, I can kill you, besides Winona, because she's that way with everyone, whether they're human or not.
I don't care. It's just cliche.
Yeah, it happens. Everybody's a little cliche, soldier boy.
There's more non-soldier hunters than there are soldier hunters. And just because we have better training doesn't make us a cliche.
Types into the chat. So, how many of you are soldiers? And every other person responds, I'm in the military. And she's like looking at you as they respond.
This is America. Almost everyone's in the military. That's not exactly how.
Not me.
Well, it's because you're crazy and you wouldn't pass the psych eval.
I'm not crazy.
I know you were tested.
I will jump you.
Okay.
So she kind of motions to the map. She's like, so I've marked every city in the state with what they were basically set up as originally a safe haven for. Originally, Salem was built by changelings for changelings and humans to coexist and protect each other.
Okay.
We've kind of expanded to allow all others to really move in. And as you can tell, we are slowly flooding with places to live. It's why there's so many homeless shelters now and people living in the sewers. Yeah.
Because urban development stopped and no one wanted to start it up again. So, since no one's willing to move on, then you get clutter.
Yep. So I've been talking to the changelings, trying to find a way to kind of wean some people out of Salem. The changelings suggest we just kill all the vampires and that'll make plenty of room. But I've been trying to explain to them there can't be that many vampires, because if there were, they would have already overthrown the changelings for ruling of Salem.
I mean, it's not a bad idea.
Of course, you'd agree with the fairies.
No, I agree with what they want to do. Fairy suggested is irrelevant.
By the way, I checked the records of the university. There's only one person who drives a Porsche. And it is not even someone who belongs to the actual university. It's his wife.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, a girl named Diamond Euphoria.
You in any way kidding?
No, I'm not.
With a name like that, she should be on a pole or on the front of a magazine. What the fuck?
Apparently, she used to be on the front of a magazine. She'll like pull up like a Playboy website with her. But unfortunately, according to this, she was on the magazine in the 60s.
Oh.
She'll like pull up a picture. This is her picture from then. And she'll pull up an almost exact match except for the hairstyle and the clothes are different. This is her current picture.
So, what are we dealing with here?
I think, based on what you told me about what was on your window and all that, she might be one of the upstarts.
Another. God damn it. Okay, well, at least we know kind of where she is.
Kind of. We know she has a connection to Salem. We don't know where she actually is. And based on what I saw on the cameras, that was a man getting into the Porsche based on the figure, not a woman. So either it's someone working for her, with her, or she's just set us up with a prank of, haha, I know what's going on. Fucking bloodsuckers.
I agree. Let's kill them all.
Tara leans out of the kitchen. Make sure you stake them. You never know they're truly dead till they're burned.
Yes, yes. Take off the head, put them in the sun, set them on fire. Staking only freezes them, it doesn't actually kill them.
You sound like you need some church.
Church? Is that a code name for vodka, or do you mean church?
I don't have vodka in the house, but have whiskey.
That's what I said.
Sorry, Aunt Tara's a bit of a redneck.
Did she really mean church, or was she talking about whiskey?
She was talking about actual church.
Second time someone suggests I go to church.
Well, there is a hunter that works at one of the churches.
That's why she wanted me to go. Okay.
There's actually two. You have a priest who I don't agree with all of his methods because he'll hunt humans also.
Oh, we're talking about cliches again? Because there's one.
Yeah, I get it. And then you have a female hunter who's a nun in our local Catholic church.
Right?
Yeah. And she really surprised me the one time I saw her hunting because she's very soft-spoken and very religious. And then you
Kung
see
Fu
her
Nun?
come out with an AK-47, and it was beautiful.
Kung Fu Nun, gotcha.
Yeah.
I guess I should go to both of these churches and say hi.
Yeah, one works out of the actual church, and the crazy one who hunts humans also runs it out of his own private practice at his home.
He was a private practice preacher?
Yeah.
That's a mouthful to say fast.
Tara's like, Tara comes out, serves you whiskey, and says, well, he can service me privately anytime before going back into the kitchen.
It's one of those nights, I see.
Yeah, I think it's something in the air.
I down about half the whiskey. Yeah, we'll go with air.
Yeah, I don't go outside enough for, environment to affect me, so.
Small favors, I guess.
Yeah, all you mouth breathers, close your mouths.
What?
Sorry, I was making a bad joke there. Blame Aunt Tara.
Oh, okay.
So after a little while of her showing you the chat rooms, the forums, how to get set up on them, she also explains sometimes people list hunts on them that you can request to go with them on. So basically she's helping you connect with more hunters. And Aunt Tara serves you meatloaf for dinner.
Hey, meatloaf. Thank you, Miss Tara.
Yeah, she says you're welcome. Whiskey with meatloaf, mashed potatoes, green beans, and mac and cheese.
Thank you, Miss Tara.
She kind of laughs and she's like, you don't have to call me Miss. I'm only 35.
I know, but I thought it would be funny.
Boop, 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 boop. She's like, oh, I better go check the limestone concoction.
The what?
Huh? She kind of looks at Victoria, who nods yes. She goes, sometimes what we hunt doesn't like to go down very well.
They rarely do.
So, to get rid of any evidence, we recycle it for the farm.
I've got 5 skeletons in the flatbed of my truck if you want them.
Oh, the limestone's gonna love them.
Okay. They're yours.
Yep, she'll empty them. She'll get rid of evidence for you. She'll even leave money in your truck for you. Tara
Just
pays
money.
the hunters in Salem, so.
Yeah.
You will notice when you get home, your dad is still awake. He's talking to a Japanese man in a very nice suit, very clean cut. Hold on, I have his overlay. I'm wrapping this scene up now, by the way. We've been going for a couple hours.
Yeah, we have.
All right, where'd I put you? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I think you're in my mail folder. You... Yes, you are. There you are. Okay. This is my overlay for him. He has a signet ring on. It looks almost like a scepter with a crown wrapped around it.
Of course he does.
Yeah. The player of Donovan is screaming, "Squee!" And while he talks to your dad. And when you get home, like your dad and the guy shake hands, and like your dad's profusely thanking him again as he nods and, takes his leave. He'll smile at you and nod as he leaves. But he doesn't open grin smile at you. So you get a nice view of those pearly fangs.
Mm-hmm. I nod politely.
As soon as he's gone, Dad turns to you. He's like, I got a deal. He's going to actually invest in what I've been working on.
Dad? No.
But I've been talking to him for 8 years. He's one of the biggest investors in all of Massachusetts. He even has buildings he's invested in New York, son.
I get that. I do. I need you to sit down for a minute.
He sits down.
Do you know how Salem's kind of weird?
No, Salem's great.
Dad?
It's nice. It's quiet. When we do have drama, it's quashed almost immediately.
Yeah, that doesn't seem weird to you at all?
No. How would it seem weird?
About the fact there's a lot of missing persons in Salem.
He kind of, he's like, well, a lot of those missing people were like adults. I just assumed they moved away. I need to get an overlay for your dad.
People just up and move away without telling anyone, like their loved ones, family, friends.
I didn't know any of those people who moved away.
Yes,
In fact, I had never seen them around Salem until they were on the news. Oh, see, note for the player asking. Yes, the player understands what's going on.
Oh, the player absolutely knows what's going on. It was the crown and the scepter that tipped me off. Just
look, if you're worried that he might be scamming me, I'll investigate some more before I finish the deal, okay?
I don't have a good feeling about this guy. And isn't it weird that it's like 2:30 in the morning and he's meeting you?
Yeah, he just flew into town from Hawaii. His flight literally landed an hour ago.
Dad, what businessman doesn't wait till morning?
The mayor didn't wait till morning.
Yeah, which one?
Well, Mr. Lucio and Miss Lynn.
Yeah, but Dad, those are public officials. They're elected.
I'll think about it, but I think you're overreacting.
I just okay, trust me on this. There's something not right about this guy, and I don't think it's a good idea.
Poor Donovan. Poor Donovan. I'm gonna go to bed. Your mother went out of town, by the way, to visit with her sister for a while.
That's good.
Yep. Something about them finding a stray dog.
Okay.
Kind of looks confused. I honestly thought your mother never wanted a dog, didn't you? But apparently she wants this one.
Okay.
Your dad kind of stumbles in his oldness to bed,
I
leaving
help
you
it.
probably slightly confused about the day's events. Or Donovan wanting more whiskey.
Oh, Jonathan has more whiskey.
All I feel like is he goes in his room and he like shuts the door behind him. As soon as the door's shut, he hits the light switch, and like the walls roll up, and it's just like walls of like guns and ammo and booze.
Yeah.
And with that, viewers, we say good evening, good night. It's been a scene of Salem with lots of insane weirdness for Donovan Warren. For the viewer ranting at me, get Donovan to slap it with his dick to death. I don't think that's
No,
possible.
not gonna happen.
And insane.
Yay.
This